YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Justice coming at y'all with another YouTube read, another collective energy read. Hope this finds y'all at a clarifying time of your day. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I appreciate your likes, comments, shares, and subscribe. Let's go and get started. Angels of the highest white light, please bestow upon me clear and concise channel messages for my collective needs to hear. Thank you and Ashe. So, off the top, there's something about people, whoever I'm tapping into, people underestimating your rank, not acknowledging your rank, or like when I say rank spiritually, spiritual backing, some type of foundation of a groundedness in something that protects you. So this could be groundedness in the Holy Spirit, groundedness in source, groundedness in your alignment, groundedness in your own sense of spiritual protection mechanisms that you know to do energetically, physically, psychologically, whatever. But there's something that's backing you. There's something that backs you in spirit. There's something that backs you in the physical realm as well for some of you in terms of like ranking, authority, power. So when I'm bringing up these concepts, this could be, I'm speaking to somebody in regards to like a backing in terms of something that you do or something that you proact in, as in like an assignment, a job, some type of position, right? And maybe you've come across people in your life that had this distorted masculinity that did not want to see the truth in you in some way, shape, or form. So this could be in any man or woman, starlight energy that you embody, or starseed energy is specifically what I'm getting when I say starseed energy. So something of that kind of beyond the veil, right? So the veil that I'm representing in this case is like a analogy of like marginalization. So an analogy of marginalization, whoever I'm tapping into, you're the type that kind of seeks above that or seeks beyond it or emanates something that's beyond that spectrum of what's normal. So indigo children, anything of that nature, like supernatural kind of things, psychological abilities, things like that. These things are usually backed by spiritual, entities that are, assigned to you in some way, shape, or form. And a lot of times you have to awaken to that assignment or these assigned beings. You have to awaken to the protection. You have to awaken to certain things that you can either call into fruition or call for judgment. So what I'm saying is the movement of your energy was facilitated or based around your awakening or / awareness of said energy. What I'm saying is maybe there's a time that you couldn't really show people, or you couldn't activate, or people didn't believe or understand what it is that you embodied, maybe through what you embodied. This can very much not even necessarily be on a spiritual, holistic, healing, psychological awareness level. This could be through a talent and art that you convey. This could be through any type of distribution outside of yourself that comes from within yourself, right? Open your mind to the highest outcomes. They're already there. There's something about, similar to my last read, spiritual awakenings, causing awakenings in others in terms of what they see in you, in terms of what they see, in terms of maybe over time, or maybe they see through experiences. A lot of you guys could, be combating spiritual warfare with people that are coming to the awakening of what it is you represent. That could be, you stand with the Most High. Somebody's not standing with the Most High. You could be standing in a certain disposition in any type of way, shape, or form that somebody either combated or came against in some way, and out of some type of means to prove you wrong on an energy level that came with some type of intervention, right? You're ascending past a certain situation, or maybe through the ascension of situations, maybe so you growing or elevating or progressively moving through situations may prove to people that you may have something, that you may have a gift, you may have a connection to source, you may have this starseed energy, you may have something about you that people may, try to kind of like maybe tell you you're not who you are, so to speak. You have a healing energy, so maybe people didn't believe in these concepts. A lot of people I'm tapping into, you could have a family, a bloodline, could have anything around you, whether that's a general theme of everybody around you, whether that's a general theme of that one person specific to you. It could be a lover. It could be anything that kind of represents this kind of disconnect with this aspect of yourself. And what this can create is people trying to kind of ultimately prove that wrong, or try to kind of, I'm kind of getting this theme of like people getting together, talking about certain things, or spreading certain information to try to convey something different than what maybe you're presenting through something, or maybe you're presenting yourself, right, to be. Celebrity status, that could be a message for any type of celebrity. I've been really tapping into a lot of you guys. I realized, I had a influencer that is one of my subs, right? And shout out to you. It was interesting, to see, like, it was somebody that was on my Instagram, but it was multiple influencers though, but there was one that recently I just came across. But shout out to you. I don't want to throw you out there like that. I don't think that's kind of meant, but like, it was really cool to see something like that, like somebody like that knows who I am. And I kind of like seeing certain people that know who that person is, and I know who that person is, or I've seen that person, heard of that person. It's really cool. But shout out to you. Saying that to say, this could be a kind of general theme in somebody's life in regards to people just taking to you different. A lot of, artistic musicians, that anything of that caliber, are usually right-minded thinkers. When I'm going into that, the left and right hemisphere of the brain may be significant in terms of the right mind being the right brain, right mind, right brain being predominantly creative, being predominantly the feminine side, right? If I'm not mistaken. There's something about having a different type of maybe viewpoint perception of things, right? So there's something about maybe you predominantly activate in terms of maybe whoever I'm tapping into, you articulate, you do something, you express, you do something in a different way that's unique. It's beyond that spectrum. So what I'm saying, let's bring it back to spectrum. Speaking of a spectrum in regards to like a marginalization. So like from here to here is considered normal, right? You are all the way up here, right? Whoever I'm tapping into, in some way, shape, or form. So there's something that's very unique, different, extraordinary that people take to in a different way. So there's a relativity of this being important in terms of people finding out that you are who you say you are. Your voice is very therapeutic. Whoever I'm tapping into, I'm tapping into like a singer, artist, musician, some type of sound bowls are significant. Let me know if any of you guys have any things like that. I don't have any sound bowls, but I'm envisioning that could be significant. Vibrational frequencies could be significant in terms of tuning the mind and the subconscious. That's a random ass message, but that is a message. The Hierophant energy, there's something about authoritative positioning that, I think maybe I was speaking about that in the beginning, like maybe there's a willingness to kind of take your authority or take to that in regards to like how you stepping forward in regards to maybe these different unique facets. And that's usually what these, reads are going around, that awareness of the cultivation of what these differences represent or how people take to them, what comes up through these things, and how that resonates with your higher self, how that resonates with the relativity of what's around you and yourself and your mission, right? It's the whole point. You're in alignment with your desires. So I guess that's kind of like that message and a gratification for somebody that's doing the work in terms of understanding self, whoever I'm tapping into, you're moving through something, maybe a little different, maybe a little unique. So there's something about unique differences at this time, like shifts, different times. Maybe you're at a different element of yourself. Maybe you're feeling different. Maybe things are feeling a little different. But something about this shift is expanding somebody's horizon in their multidimensionality. So this could represent not feeling boxed in, limited in regards to maybe environmental situations, psychological situations, emotional, physical, spiritual, you get the gist, right? Financial. This could be anything. But there's something about this shift at this time for whoever I'm tapping into, the embracing of that multidimensionality and understanding how it is that you're moving with that multidimensionality in regards to not being, let's say, like plummeled or like stumbled upon or like startled by the maybe like misunderstandings of your environment, people, situations, things like that around you. That's another message, but let's bring it back to the original, right? So whoever I'm tapping into, you must really have or embody whatever it is that you say that you do. So when I'm saying this is usually speaking to a spiritual reverence, spiritual ranking. It's almost like I'm getting this mind's eye, like somebody saying like, don't play with me, my ancestors don't play about me, or don't play with me, you're gonna get karma, or don't like whatever, right? That's what I was kind of envisioning before I started recording. So whoever I'm tapping into, you got a team or some type of reverence that you may have earned through life choices that you're continuously making, right? In regards to move towards your alignment that could be taken to by other energies in the spirit realm. What I'm saying with this is there's this higher reverence that comes with somebody that's willing to fight the fight and stand in their call, answer the call, consistently step in their call. There's a certain rite of passage that is enabled for those that choose that alignment, right? Nine of Swords energy. So there's something about people being in a panic and a worry. I was getting these general messages before I started recording in terms of whoever I'm tapping into. So maybe this could be around lies, misconceptions, people having misconceptions. We went into that in the beginning. So people trying to say that you're not who you are. People trying to say, or not necessarily that. I'm getting almost people trying to make it seem like you're not who you are. So this could be people trying to hide you, spell work, isolation spells. This could be any type of, I'm getting like attacking your finances, attacking your workplace could be significant in terms of trying to isolate you in terms of how you're seeing something. That's a significant message for somebody. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. That's not going to be for everybody. But I'm flowing along. I hope everybody's following along. I'm just freestyling. I just kind of learned to just go with the flow. But with the Two of Pentacles energy, it's something about people that are stuck at it like a crossroads. You know, Two of Swords is more so a crossroads, but Two of Pentacles is more so like a choice point. I guess I can take that. I can't take it as a crossroads. So Two of Pentacles, we're going to change that. So I'm going to channel that. I'm going to wait on that though. Many powerful people are mentioning your name in rooms you've never stepped in. So whoever I'm tapping into, there could be openings of doors that are coming through the embracing acceptance of your multidimensionality. And when I'm saying that, walking into it in a confident manner, not allowing nobody to shine or dim your light because of something that they assume or project onto you because of what that multidimensionality represents. So that could represent itself, like I used an example, somebody trying to question my sexuality the other day, right? And that was something that was a trigger point for somebody through the multidimensionality that they cannot put a lid on, so to speak. So it jumps to certain conclusions such as that. So that's a message for somebody, not allowing anybody to dim the multidimensionality that you represent because they simply can't understand nor relate or empathize with it. It's not your problem. So it's a message for somebody. You're right on track, exactly what I'm confirming. So it's something about things not being able, I was going to use a different word, but things not being able to knock you off your course, knock you off your pedestal, knock you off your track. So pedestal could be a significance. And let's go into that as well. So people can maybe put this energy that you possess on a certain pedestal because of what they sense that they do not understand. Without understanding, without consciously understanding or being aware, they are putting you on a pedestal because they cannot figure something out. They don't have a finite understanding of what is and what is not. And sometimes that pedestal can be the opposite of a pedestal, people underestimating you and degrading you. Right? Either way, it's a disproportionate outcome that is going to have to be reallocated energetically upon the clarity that is going to ultimately come. So if you're following me, there's something about that reallocation. That karma is not to be feared. It's just the reallocation of energy. So everything goes back to where it's supposed to be, right? In terms of the reallocation of balance. Balance is always the registering theme. So the black magic being thrown is something about, this is in regards to situations that people are trying to stop something from either being understood, felt, or seen, or maybe people didn't think that it would be felt, seen, understood by whoever I'm tapping into in regards to whatever your energy represents, whatever you're doing for yourself. This could be in regards to people that have a different path in your life, or you chose a different direction and you're backing that path or backing whatever that alignment is. And this is kind of those reaffirmation messages that things being sent towards that alignment, that path, or that person that it's not gonna hit, right? It could be just that affirmation for somebody in terms of understanding what is protecting around you and what's not gonna come into fruition. A lot of you guys are my divine collective, right? You can feel and sense what it is that's around you. You can sense what it is that you can feel off of others. And it's not because you're chosen or not like that, but a lot of you guys are empaths that are usually sanctified to be in these dispositions, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your friend groups, whether it's in your city, whether it's in whatever that is, but it's a relativity point for you, not just for other people. Remember that. Queen of Pentacles energy, you're the one that's this, whoever I'm tapping into, you're the one that has this saturating energy. So when other people try to saturate your energy, or better word is contaminate that energy that you're saturating in, or you're saturated in, when they try to contaminate the energy, you have to understand the relativity of why that is that they want to contaminate it. And let's bring it back around. A lot of people want to test your waters. A lot of people want to test your strength. A lot of people want to go against you for a certain reason, whoever I'm tapping into. You guys are my divine collective. And there's things that come with this path. You're gonna always have competition. You're gonna always have indirect jealousy. You're gonna always have somebody that tries to spread a lie on you, or especially if you got something going for yourself, especially if you're moving towards something that's away from the jurisdiction of what somebody else wants from you or wants for you, negative or positive. Even if you're moving away from that, there's a certain sense of control that comes from that in terms of what people try to put over you in terms of making happen, or making things happen, making things come into fruition, or making things seem like they will, or making things seem like it's not what it is. All of these things that I'm bringing up in different generalities are different control tactics that a lot of insecure people use to keep control over a surface level situation. So this can be in regards to something that surface level situation, surface level thinking, surface level is significant because I'm being reaffirmed that. So people looking at things on a surface level in regards to maybe it gets broken down in your presence. Maybe people doubted that in your presence. Maybe something about whoever I'm tapping into, there's doubted until they come into your presence, or something is underestimated until they come into your presence. Whether that's before meeting you, before whatever that is. That reallocation of energy is significant at this time. So for distorted femininity, there's something about people trying to swap places with whoever I'm tapping into. Maybe people tried to make it seem like they were the powerful one in regards to you. So let's say, like, for an example, I used a common example, kind of like if you do this, or warning somebody before something happens, right? And this could be just a reallocation of energy, like just one of those things that you sent to somebody or you said to somebody in regards to something that you sensed about them, right? This could be a very specific message for somebody. But you could have, like a lot of my Divine Collective, people get karma for messing with you. People get karma for coming around your path when you have a jurisdiction to follow something. And what you're following is a North Star. And that North Star, what your ancestors, what your guides around you, a lot of you guys got different sets of different types of spiritual teams, different types of subjectively tailor-made missions, right? For you and your soul, your lineage, and whatever that is with you and God, right? But there's something about the jealousy that comes in the amount of purpose that comes in from people that want to knock you off your purpose because they see you on your purpose. It's for that exact reason. And whoever I'm tapping into, a lot of that can come from doubt, or not a jadedness, but like not a doubtfulness, but like a, what do you call that? Like a perspective, not a jaded perspective, not outdated, but it's a certain perspective that they think that, okay, this isn't gonna happen when I do this to them, or this isn't gonna happen like this. They don't foresee what it is that they do with you, or foresee those actions that they cast against you until it comes back, right? And so the Chariot energy, as you move forward or continue to move forward in this kind of embodiment of self, it's going to trigger and illuminate the embodiments of self that were set, or I'm going to break this down in a more general way, because not a lot of, people that I'm tapping into, you don't always have somebody coming at you. You don't always have somebody envying you or competing with you, but a lot of you guys do. And I really go at that with those energies. But there's something about the movement forward in the embodiment of that multidimensionality that I speak of. It's going to trigger and startle the parts of other people that may not have the answers to that puzzle that you could be to people. Whether that's on a psychological level, physical level, financial level, or any type of disposition. These all are concepts that come into play to kind of, stop this, come into, like when I say come in to stop this systematically, placed in, energetically tempted, principality of not flesh and blood, but spirits, right? It's principality. So things that systematically come against your path are a part of the, whether you call that distractions from your generational wealth, which is usually within yourself, whoever I'm tapping into. That path is within that path with the Most High God. That's the generational wealth. This is why you attract so many monitoring spirits or things like that, or wishes of obstruction of your path in any way that manifests or attempts to be manifested in your path. We rebuke it in the name of Jesus. But generational wealth, there's something about this that is the staple of your path within. In terms of the intuitive alignment, it is the staple for whoever I'm tapping into. So there's something about you following that staple, and there's something that progressively empowers you through following that staple. And this can bring an illumination of other energies that are prone to go against it. It can go from a small level, like being principality, like tempted by a spirit, right? Tempted by the spirit of jealousy, tempted by the spirit of whatever, resentment, wrath, whatever, right? But it can also be on a bigger level in terms of people take it to a bigger level to lie, miscommunicate, or try to do even bigger things on a ritualistic level to try to manipulate something into fruition. This is why the concepts that I'm bringing up come for the type of divine interventions that whoever I'm tapping into, you can create through the presence and the protection that is built around you. And I think I'm gonna end off on that one. If you need a personal with me, hit up Shamika Sun with a C and Shamika@gmail.com. And something about rank, going up in rank, understanding the awareness of the continuous attacks of strife being put against you that's meant to put you left. And if you keep going right, I mean, you're gonna get a little stronger in your right side, if you know what I mean. You're gonna get a little stronger going to your right jab. You're gonna get a little stronger going towards that right, you know, in regards to what's tempting you to the left. If you need a person with me, hit up Shamika Sun with Shamika@gmail.com. I've got a partnership with Otter Spirit and Rose Forever New York. If you're interested in 20% off of any of that, in the description box. Any vibration enhancing jewelry, any floral decor, rose bouquets, things like that. And I got a lot of personals to do. So we're gonna jump on that, but I appreciate every single one of you. It's your boy Justice. I'm sending my love out. And Asha, peace out.